As we join you this evening, there is an astonishing story. Some young students in American public schools could be faced with this choice. Either go to the bathroom with people who are members of the opposite sex, or declare that you have a mental illness on a school form. The Temecula County School Board was considering a proposal to do just this, to allow girls to opt out of going to the bathroom with boys if they simply claimed that they couldn't handle it mentally. They always accuse us of what they are doing. We learned that during the Russia hoax, where Democrats were actually working with Russians to pollute American democracy, all while falsely accusing yours truly and President Trump of working with Russians to pollute American democracy. We learned after the 2020 election, Republicans were accused of trying to overturn the will of the people. Now we see DNI Tulsi Gabbard regularly releasing information that increasingly convinces us that the auto pen presidency wasn't properly installed in the first place. But now it's the intersection of gender and mental illness where the hypocrisy is richer than a Temecula Cabernet Sauvignon. We explore the world of what happened to get us to this point, where instead of using mental health designations to assist young people suffering from gender dysphoria, we are now calling the girls who don't want to shower with boys the mentally ill ones. They always accuse us of what they're doing. Let's review the legislative record. In 2013, California passed the Safe Schools Act. It sounds harmless enough, but it included a provision that students may use whatever bathroom, quote, matches their gender identity. This is a substantial departure from school when I went. There, the boys went to the boys' bathroom and the girls went to the girls' bathroom. You didn't just get to have your gender identity du jour and then go wherever you want. This is basically a 2013 forever permission slip for this type of selection of where people go to the bathroom. It is like giving people the opportunity to pick their gender of the day. Now, of course, this is chaotic and wrong, and it forced upon students a pretty bizarre experience. But it gets even worse. In 2016, the Equal Restrooms Access Bill was passed. It required every single occupancy restroom to be gender neutral. That's right, every single occupancy restroom had to be gender neutral as a function of law in schools. But that wasn't enough. In 2023, the all-gender restrooms legislation becomes law. It requires schools to provide at least one all-gender restroom. And if the pace of gender-bending legislation is speeding up to you, that's a reality. This year, it became law in California that public schools can't enforce any policy that requires staff to disclose a sexual orientation, gender identity, or gender expression to others, including the parents of the student, without the student's consent. So student privacy is now elevated over parental notice on the question of what gender that kid's deciding to be on a given day. Would you really send your kid to a school where if he started wearing dresses, the teachers couldn't tell you about it without the 9-year-old giving you approval? That's insane. It's against nature and against the whole honor thy father and thy mother commandment from God. So what we have in California is a legal system where going to the bathroom has become like a gender hunger game since 2013. And since then, they've passed law after law that injects bizarre gender politics into the schools of little children. You should be able to send your kid to the first grade without there being some sort of gender fluid bathroom question lurking around every corner. And by forcing all of these bathroom designations upon second and third graders, it's this dark subconscious policy of California, I guess, to get children to start questioning their gender before they even learn their multiplication tables. Why? For what? Who is this serving? Now the Temecula School Board is literally considering a proposal where you may have to tell your child their choice is to be queer or mentally ill. Is the choice being presented because the woketopians who run California actually want your kids to surrender having boys and girls in the same locker rooms? Or is it that they want to falsely present this dichotomy where anyone who isn't trans-friendly is deranged and possibly even a threat?
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.